This is the portal of an Indian woman, writ large with labor, hard work and perseverance. She not only works shoulder to shoulder with man, but also carries the burden of running household and rearing the children to keep the lamp of life burning. Yet, the luster of life has disappeared from her face. What do these tired bodies with saddened faces convey?
I am Razia. I have 2 children. Still my man's earnings do not suffice to meet both ends. I am always worried how to increase family income. I am Battu. I break stones from dawn to dusk to have 16 rupees at the end of the day.
Hey Battu, don't waste time in gossiping. Run your hands quickly.
I work for 9 hours flat every morning till dark. Despite this, the foreman always complains. He backbites to the contractor and not even allows us to feed our children. He expects us to work for his favorites as well. On the top of it, he has the courage to fire us. I feel like breaking his head. My parents named me Sugna as a sign of good luck. But now my in-laws consider me ill-fated, for I gave birth to 4 daughters and no son. Now, how can I bear a son which is God ordained? What did my parents gain by marrying me at such an early age that I had to go through early childbirth? Now I have to clean and mop at others' places to feed my family.
This is not the story of anyone, Razia, Battu or Sugna. This is the tale of lakhs and crores of women who are sick of their prevailing situations. Why are they under such conditions? Didn't they ever get chance to improve their lot?
In order to provide opportunity for advancement, especially in the economic field, government initiated a large number of measures. Some of them like Dwakra, development of women and children in rural areas, integrated rural development program, Mahila Samriddhi, Trisome, and so on. In spite of all these efforts, we find that the status of women has not changed considerably since independence.
Leave this book and sweep the floor.
The main hurdle in the development of women is the discrimination that is done by the society as between the boy child and the girl child. The boy is born in the family, the whole family celebrates it. But when a girl child is born, as if some calamity has fallen on them.
Why are you so sad today? A daughter is born to my brother. How ill-fated are we?
Even in the upbringing, they will discriminate between them. They will give better food and nutrition to the boy child, but less to the girl child.
My mother gives milk to my brother and not to me. She even gives laddu to him, but not to me.
Discrimination between the boy child and the girl child results in not sending the child to the school. The girl child is detained by parents to do household chores or to look after siblings. The girl child is also treated as one who need not be taught because she has not to do any service, or she has to only get married and do the household job.
My name is Goli. I also want to read and write. I too want to go to school. But mom and dad say, no, you do household work.
Even before the girl child has become conscious about her body, about her age, even when she is still a child, she gets married, and that becomes a burden on her. She bears children in a very early age, and not only that, she bears a very large number because the productive age is long. Now this not only weakens her health but also increases the burden on her family, and therefore while she has to look after the family, she is not in a position to take up any work which can improve her economic status. Therefore child marriage is another burden and hurdle in the development of the women. The nature has created no difference as between the boy and the girl. There is no difference among the sexes. They are equal. But we have created difference among them. The boy is treated superior and the girl is treated inferior.
My mom, dad, uncle, aunt, grandmom, grandpa say that a heavy stone has come in the family. What does this heavy stone mean?
In such conditions, women's development is impossible, and if women are not developed, the society cannot develop. So the first thing that is to be done is to change the attitude of society towards women. Women must get educated, and if they are educated, they can fight against injustice, and therefore they can be self-confident.
Literacy improves knowledge. Literacy widens awareness. Literacy not only makes a person to think about his conditions, but also motivates him to try to change them, as Razia, Batto and Sugna could do after achieving literacy. Let us see how did Razia, Batto and Sugna, after being literate, learnt about various schemes of the government beneficial for women and made use of them.
अरे रजिया तू आ गई?
Welcome, Razia. I was just expecting you. Here is a new scheme. The government provides loans for setting small-scale business to people. The loan is interest-free and has to be paid back in installments of ₹10 every week. Did you hear of it? What to hear of it? I'm already in the know of them. You get me a loan of ₹500 and I will sell peanuts, berries in front of the government school. I have already written the application for it. Have you written the application with your own hands? You are great, Razia. Let me sign your application. You go to the cashier and get the loan of ₹500.
और रामदीन से जाके ले लेना। अच्छा राम।
Razia learned to read and write. She became aware of her circumstances. The new knowledge instilled in her new confidence. She came out of her mooring and took advantage of the women's development schemes. Razia's husband, Ramjan, gave her his full support. He spared time for Razia to manage basket and some sellable items. Now, Razia started moving into the village, selling biscuits, toffees, sweets and seasonal fruits. Children started coming and sale increased, resulting in increase of Razia's earnings. Razia's tension eased as her family's economy became conducive. Razia went on reading. She easily cleared the loans of Women's Development Scheme through installments. She again took a loan of rupees 1,000 under the same scheme as she wanted to establish a big vegetable shop in the village. Razia's vegetable shop had been a success. As soon as her income increased, she took bigger loans of 2,000 rupees after clearing the previous loan. The saddened face of Razia blossomed as the conditions changed. Her husband and children were also happy. Children continued their studies. When Razia's earning increased, to meet both the ends of the family, she paid off the entire loan pending against her of Women's Development Scheme. So, with better understanding, courage and hard work, literate Razia made her family happy and prosperous. In the same way, Batto also started going for the adult literacy classes along with her work.
Ma se ma, ma se mehnat.
Batto also started regularly attending the meetings arranged by Women's Development Center. There, she came to know that there were special laws for mine workers and stone workers.
देखो बहनों,
Folks, you have learnt about education, about health, have you not? Today I am going to make you aware of certain laws made to benefit stone workers and labourers. There are separate laws for both labourers and workers. The very first rule is that a labourer is entitled to get minimum rupees 33 as daily wages. How much are you getting? Only rupees 16. You should be paid rupees 33 a day. And the second thing is that no labourer should work for more than 7 hours a day. And if there is a female labourer, she is allowed leave for pregnancy. When a labourer meets with an accident, he or she has a right to get reimbursement for the loss.
Here, Batto also came to know that the labourer has the power to change their foreman. Batto talked to her fellow members next day.
Friends, yesterday I went to attend the meeting organized by Women Development Center. Tell us, sister, what you have learned from there. There are separate laws for workers and labourers. Do you know that government has fixed minimum 33 rupees daily as our wages? Rupees 33? But this contractor gives us only 16 rupees. That means we are getting 17 rupees less every day. We are 30 women labourers. That means the contractor is taking 510 rupees every day out of our labour wage. And do you know, a worker is required to do only 7 hours of physical work per day. And our contractor makes us labour for 9 hours. It is illegal. We have right to maternity and sick leave. but the contractor never allows it. There are other benefits also, about which we are unaware, and therefore we are fooled by the contractor. But who will bell the cat? The foreman is also involved with the contractor. Oh, the foreman. You can remove that rascal from office within no time. The law says that if you do not approve of the foreman, you have the right to get him removed and select the foreman of your own choice from your own side.
तो काम हो गया पूरा?
सब काम हो गया।
ले थारी मजदूरी ले जा।
10, 5, 6। ये तो 16 रुपए दे रही है।
हाँ 16 रुपए मिली भाई अब तो।
नहीं मैं 16 रुपए नहीं लेवा, मैं तो पूरा 33 रुपए लेवा। 33 रुपए ये 16 रुपए थांगरे रखो।
When all the female workers at the site voted for Bhatto as their new foreman and demanded full minimum daily wages, the contractor was taken aback. First, he tried to ignore the issue. He tried to buy them with money and pressure, but failed to break the unity and oneness. He therefore agreed to pay workers their lawful wages at last. For Bhatto had become the new foreman. Sugna also followed onto the path of literacy paved by Razia and Bhatto.
नहीं सबला सबला
राज करने तो काम मांगा जल गया सगला बेली मन मर्जी को काम ले आया मन मर्जी को काम ले आया हाजरी काटा तो
Sugna took advantage of the Women's Development Scheme. She started small-scale business of papad and wafer making along with some other women like her. Sugna, who used to work for the better of classes, now started progressing on her own.
जाओ बेटा स्कूल जाओ। इसको स्कूल छोड़ के आना।
अच्छा माँ मैं काम पर जा रही हूँ।
थोड़ा पापड़ भी लेता जाओ।
Her husband also helped her by selling goods prepared by Sugna to the cooperatives of the nearby villages. This is how Sugna brought prosperity into her own family. How could she escape the stigma of giving birth to daughters when her mother-in-law was already preparing for a new daughter-in-law in the family for the sake of a grandson? The matter was taken up by the local decision-making body of women, which tried to solve the women's day-to-day problems.
हर महीने आपका जादन बिछावा था सब इकट्ठा हुआ था और अपनी समस्या
The social workers addressed the women to come out with their problems.
इकट्ठा हुआ था इसलिए कि भाई आपने कहीं समस्या थे तो आप लोगों को कोई समस्या हो तो वो आप बताओ फिर उनको समाधान आप करेंगे। आपने ये सुनना भैया ऐसे गाँव में से जहाँ से बाएं बाएं होते।
The women wanted to know why Sugna could not get a son. The social worker takes the opinion of the lady doctor.
तो डॉक्टर साहब आप आपकी देखा राय बताओ आप यहाँ की गली राय जान लिया फिर आप बात तो करा ही ला।
देखो बहनों
I agree, it is a common problem.
परंतु किसी पर दोष लगाने से पहले हम ये देख लेना चाहिए।
But before blaming anyone, one should know the facts.
लगता है कि आमतौर पर
I feel, in general, Many friends are not aware of the functioning of the reproductive system.
वजह से कई गलत धारणाएं बनती
That is why they have some false beliefs. Today we will explain the reproductive system of a woman's and a man's body. The function of the reproductive system are related to the birth of the child. There are four main parts of the woman's reproductive system: vagina, uterus, 2 fallopian tubes and 2 ovaries.
बीजाशय और पुरुष के शरीर के प्रजनन अंग हैं
And this is man's reproductive system. There are testes, 2 semen vessels, 1 urinary tract and the penis.
स्त्री के शरीर
The ovaries in a woman's body hatches eggs.
और ये जब
The ovaries starts maturing with the age of 12 to 16 years.
तो ये बीज
On maturity, 1 ova is released from the ovary every month.
हर एक माह में एक
This ova reaches uterus through the fallopian tubes.
जिस तरह स्त्री के शरीर में
The man's body also has eggs, like woman's
इन्हें
body.
पुरुष बीज कहते हैं पुरुष शरीर
They
में
are
ये
called
12 वर्ष के
sperms.
बाद कभी बनने लगते हैं
The man starts providing sperms anytime after the age of 12 years.
योनि के रस्ते
Every young girl or woman menstruates once a month, prepares for having pregnancy, and a coating is laid around the wall of the uterus. If no conception takes place, the wall is broken and passes out as blood through vagina.
महावारी आने के लगभग
After about the 10 days of menstruation period,
एक बीज निकल
ova is released by ovary of the woman's body. If during this period man and woman copulate, conception may occur and woman gets pregnant. Otherwise, she has a usual menstruation period.
स्त्री पुरुष संबंध के दौरान
Sex of a child is determined by chromosomes of the male sperm meeting the chromosomes of the female ova.
ही स्त्री से मिल पाता है
The female egg alone has no role in deciding in the birth of a daughter or a son.
और वहीं पर बढ़ने लगता है
Conception may occur and woman gets pregnant. Otherwise, she has a usual menstruation period.
स्त्री पुरुष संबंध के दौरान
Sex of a child is determined by chromosomes of the male sperm meeting the chromosomes of the female ova.
ही स्त्री से मिल पाता है
The female egg alone has no role in deciding in the birth of a daughter or a son.
और वहीं पर बढ़ने लगता है पुरुष बीज के कुछ तत्व होते हैं इन तत्वों से ये तय होता है कि संतान
There are 2 types of chromosomes. These are called X and Y chromosomes.
कहते हैं
While the woman has only one type of chromosomes called X, man has both types. If the male's X chromosome meets female's X chromosome, girl child is born. And if the male's Y chromosome meets female's X chromosome, boy child is born. Please make it more clear, doctor.
खोल के समझाओ अब मैं आप
Let me explain. Suppose the X chromosomes are represented by tomatoes and Y chromosomes by lemons. Male has both types of chromosomes, but the female has only one type of chromosome,
ये है आदमी का
which are indicated as tomatoes.
ये
If the tomato of a female meets tomatoes of male, then girl child is born. And if a lemon of male meets a tomato of a female, then boy child is born. The doors of heavens are not open to a person who hasn't had a grandson because he performs the funeral rites. Has ever a dead person come to the earth to tell us that he or she has been refused entry to heaven due to non-existence of a grandson?
भाई मैं स्वर्ग में गयो अब बेटा तो जिस चाहिए भाई अपना घर बसा लो
We need boy, for he carries family's name. What to do with a girl since she cannot carry on family's name?
आपको घर बसा ले सी अब बेटा उनको तो नाम ही कौन चालियो भाई फलाना की बेटा की पूछे कोई अब बेटा को तो बेटा जल्दी जाना ना जिस बेटा चाहिए
आपने कहा है कि लड़का अकेला
Could the man alone reproduce and continue family? Certainly not. It is the combination of both that matters.
दोनों को इसलिए बराबर का बनाया कि लड़के के साथ लड़की का होना जरूरी है तभी वंश चलेगा इसलिए दोनों बराबर के हैं
सब लोग लड़की को तो क्या करें पाल के
Why waste time in feeding and caring the girl as she goes to others' home after marriage?
तो पाल के क्या करें वो तो पराया घर की
आप कहती हो कि लड़की पराया धन होती है, लड़की पराया धन होती है और पराई चीज को हम हमेशा संभाल के रखते हैं।
Who will feed and take care of the child at in-laws' house when her own parents do not do the same? It must be the duty of all of us to properly feed, look after the girl child as she bears the child in her womb in mature age. In the absence of this, the coming generation, be it a boy or a girl, would be weak and ill. God has created man and woman equally to carry on generation of mankind. That is why we should consider man and woman, boy and girl, just equal to each other. Now I know the truth. I promise I will not ill-treat Sugna from now and would not be prejudiced against my granddaughters.
Boys and girls are equal. This is the message of the nature. By gaining light of literacy, just like Razia, Batto and Sugna, the prevailing conditions of each and every woman would be changed. She may emerge as a new woman, confident, bold and empowered. The united feet of whom are moving towards new horizons. The hands are now strong enough to do something new, creative and positive. The eyes are towards the sky and wants to touch the heights of moon and stars. This new woman is empowered and her life is enlightened with the lamp of literacy.